San Francisco 49ers fans, how we doing? Those faithful to the Bay, how we doing? Welcome to C-Train Station. Welcome back to C-Train Station to those who are subscribing. And thank you so much for subscribing. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, check it out. It doesn't hurt. It's free to you. Helps me out so much. Very appreciative. But hey, let's get to it, right? Some San Francisco 49ers news and notes. And I just got some pretty much breaking news. The San Francisco 49ers have traded with the Philadelphia Eagles for defensive end Bryce Huff. Now, I really like this trade. Bryce Huff played with the Eagles, but before that, he was a Jet. Of course, he was a defensive player on the Jets. And who was the Jets head coach? Robert Saleh, right? So Bryce Huff got double-digit sacks in Saleh's system. He's still young. He's explosive. He's a speed rusher. And guess what? He's going to be in Robert Saleh's system again. Except for there's a little bit of a difference. This time he's going to be a defensive end. I mean, always a defensive end. This time he'll be opposite Nick Bosa. That's going to help. I couldn't be more. I love this trade for what it does to the depth of the Niners defensive line. Number one, it takes a little bit of pressure off of the rookies, Alfred Collins, CJ West, and Mykel Williams, right? I think that it will take a little bit of pressure off of those guys. And if one of or two of them, right, if those rookies should sort of hit a wall or falter, the Niners have veterans in place who can perform admirably. I really, really like this deal. Also, you can't get enough pass rushers. You cannot get enough pass rushers. What did the Niners trade? I believe it was either a third or fourth round pick. A relatively steep price, honestly. But when you take into consideration that it was for pass rushing talent, one that in the system of a Niners coach who was, Saleh with the Jets, was a double-digit sacks guy. You can't argue with that. I love it. Even if he gets cut after camp or something like that, I like the trade based on principle. Improve the defensive line, speed, depth, a little experience, and experience with the system. I like it. I like it a lot. First few days of OTAs are in the bag. Here are a few things to note, Niners-centric. Jair Brown had surgery. I think it was an ankle procedure, and he's going to be out till training camp. I really don't like that. So now the Niners are down Malik Mustafa and Jair Brown. Maybe there's a reason they traded for pass rushing talent, right? I'm honestly sort of onto something here. Good thing the Niners have some pass rushing talent because their secondary, they're wanting of depth. They're young and they're inexperienced at the safety positions. I don't even look. Renardo Green and Lenore, they're young. They have a little bit of it. Demo has some experience, but it's like bottom line, I'm a little tentative about the Niners safety position, and it will be more secure when Brown and Malik Mustafa are healthy. But right now, a lot of question marks, right? A lot of players, there are going to be a lot of new position players at safety, probably starting on the Niners defense to start out, who haven't played. So we'll see where that goes. I still think the Niners could add some talent at the safety position. Trent Williams wasn't present for the practice. However, he has been around the facility. Good, but not great. That's just something to keep an eye on. I'm so adamant with such a violent sport like football with the players for every bit of training that the Niners train, that they physically condition their bodies to be able to take the hellacious rigors of an NFL schedule. Whatever Trent Williams is a veteran, but here's the deal. He's a veteran he misses some time with injury. So therefore, I will be a little bit critical. Especially, it's like if Trent Williams misses time early on, I can't help but think what would have happened if he were there for every single conditioning thing. But that's not the way that the mop flops when you're in terms of veteran football players, right? And I get that. It's just the Niners have to take that for what it is. Kyle Shanahan, I believe in January, said that he wanted full participation in this camp. He's not getting full participation, and we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens. He's getting enough, though, in my opinion. Brock Purdy to Jajuan Jennings is looking to be the passing game early. I'm hearing a lot of good things about that connection, and it should be, especially because another little news of note is that Ricky Pearsall is going to be out with a hamstring injury until training camp. So what does this do? Number one, good thing we got Jajuan Jennings, knock on wood. But number two, Jordan Watkins, rookie wide receiver, and also Jacob Cowing, they're going to have a shot. And I really think that a player like Cowing can show in the preseason. Jacob Cowing is a player that can take a short hitch route, just like a wide receiver goes out, turns around, goes out 7 yards, turns around. He can turn like a 5-yard hitch into like a 7 to 9 routinely. He did that all the time at Arizona State or at Arizona, wherever the free. I always get that wrong where Cowing went to school. I think he actually went to Arizona. I apologize. And early rumblings out of camp has been that Jordan Watkins has been productive, and we like that. So he's a rookie wide receiver. He's 5'11", about 200-ish pounds. I like him as an option almost out of the back, as a receiving option almost out of the backfield, sort of like a wing back, like how, remember Richie James? I see a lot of Richie James in Jordan Watkins. It's not a bad thing. So moving forward, no more sort of, we're waiting. It's a wait and see, wait till after this first little OTAs and see what the reports are. Hopefully, knock on wood, there won't be any further injuries or anything like that. But I like what I'm seeing. So it's just another validation. I like what I'm seeing out of the 49ers offseason. It stinks that this is optional, I believe, like this weekend, all these training activities. So it's like, I like where they're at, even injuries and all. And I'm really excited. Gosh, I can't wait for that preseason. I want to see some of the younger players, man. I know they only get like 5-10 reps in the preseason, right? But I can't wait. Oh, one other thing. Christian McCaffrey, most of the reports are saying he's looking good. Here's the thing. Kyle Shanahan said this. They're going to have to keep Christian McCaffrey from overdoing it because the NFL season is treacherously long arduous on the physical body, on the physical toll. It hurts the NFL season, and it's the off season still. So I think that Christian McCaffrey needs to hopefully temper his enthusiasm for that regular season, man. And it looks like he's a full go. It's just like harnessing that until it's actually go time. Who's one player? I already said that. Who's one player you want to see the Niners add at the wide receiver position? Who's one wide receiver? Actually, let me give you an option. Here are the two options. I want to hear your comments below. This is a shorter video and whatnot. Maybe get a chance to interact. Two wide receivers out there been mentioned as an Amari Cooper or Gabe Davis. For my money, I really like Cooper. And remember that I said this. If Cooper can somehow be over his injuries, and that's so difficult to say because he's now on the wrong side of 30 or whatever, right? If Cooper can be relatively healthy, I think his upside is providing almost that type of blanket that Anquan Bolden provided for Colin Kaepernick. I think that he's that solid. I think that he's just a really solid receiver. And I know that Brock Purdy, I really think that Cooper and Brock Purdy could be a thing. What do you think down below? Thank you for watching, of course. Thank you to those who subscribe. Thank you so much. I'm also I'll also start to sort of, in the description, I'll post some videos that are Niner-centric that I may have made in the past that might pertain and still pertain to now. It might be valid and relevant now. So check in the description. If you're not doing anything, check in the description. There will generally now be a few other Niners links. And of course, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for those subscribers. And of course, for your San Francisco 49ers content, like, subscribe, follow, and I'll see you next time at C Train Station. Have a great one.